Okay, hi, so this is post-editing Vernie. I almost forgot to add this in here, but I'm here to announce that I have a new Discord server before you join. It's a Discord server about Mascot Verse, so I suggest you read up all about it in this card before you join the Discord itself. My old Discord is dead, and this is the only public Discord I have. So if you're interested in the Mascot Verse, then go join this one. Thank you, bye. Sorry if this audio is bad.
Say these nuts for a chance at winning free nitro.
Hey there, sexy mamacita, do you want to go out sometime?
No.
These nuts.
I'm depressed. Please. Tiny, girl can just kill you instantly. People going on about biblically accurate angels, when, the ones that look scary are only in the first triad. Also, they always make it the thrones. Why not a seraphim or a cherubim? God damn it! Opera singers are essentially just high-level theater kids deep inside. And if you've ever met one, you'd know how annoyingly dramatic they are. I'm just a guy with a drawing tablet, and this is I made 30 designs in a month. God help me, I'm suffering. Hello, and welcome to me slowly losing my sanity by a point per design I make. Currently, I am seeing ominous men outside my doors. Help me. Welcome to part 2 of making 30 designs in a month. This episode will witness my random change in interest and a juicy plot twist in regards to this video. I suddenly sound like the Watch Mojo narrator, I'm so sorry. This episode will witness my random change in interest and a juicy plot twist in regards to this video.
Number 10. The fat shit he took was actually a baby. Vernie Green Discord.
Ethan, now Iacus, from seeing Nautilus take the fattest shit in his entire life, and probably the fattest shit that Ethan, now Iacus, ever saw, was transformed into an electrical being. Also, Pluto's dead. I don't know.
Okay, that's good.
But the truth
That's
was, it
acceptable.
was not a shit. They hear crying from the toilet.
No.
Margot looks inside the toilet, and it's a baby. It's Trish. Anyway, you won't get it if you don't watch the first video, but you don't have to. Just so you know, I think you should, because it's needed context, and I really need the money. By the way, my commissions are open. There's a link underneath to a card. I'm just a guy with a drawing tablet, and this is I made 30 designs in a month, part 2. Last time I explained that these characters were going to be from a world named Mascotverse where brand mascots fight each other. The kicker is that I switched interests halfway through because I was pulled into a world about doctors and science and dead children, and somehow that was more interesting for me. You'll only be seeing 2 mascot-related stuff. This is one of them. This is Crescent, who's actually the mother of another character I have, Titan. I use mothers very lightly though, as despite her MILF attributes, like the moon that day she was gone. I really wanted to play around with her crescent moon-like features, and in spite of me having a grudge against purple, I didn't actually find this half bad. I actually really like her shapes, so that's a bonus. She's performance-based, so of course I had to exaggerate the shapes a lot. These upcoming days, I wanted to do a power move, because I really wanted a break from designing, so what I did was make 5 designs in one day, so I didn't have to make 4 others for the next 4 days. Genius! I hope you guys don't mind me cheating, but that just means this segment is going to be longer than others. So, I apologize if it isn't your thing, but a lady's gotta innovate, babe. This is a British boy band named the One-Eyed Kings. They're actually secretly the same person with different bodies. They all have the same emotions and same thoughts, but different ways of expressing it. It's a hive mind boy band. Each of them is a stereotype, all to appeal to teen girls and maybe even teen boys. Sky is the leader of the group. He's confident, collected, but knows how to shine when the situation calls for it. Hence why he's the leader. I assigned each guy in here a color to make things easier, plus it's just fun in general. Sky gets blue. Also, it heavily influences how I name them. Clover is the highly intelligent, cute nerd. He loves biology and frogs, especially since that seems to be the new thing in town. Frogs. He also plays a lot of games. You could say he's an epic gamer. How adorable, how geeky, how nerdy. If this was anyone else, they'd be called an incel. With these aspects, he was given the color of green. Honey Lemon is the cheerful and outgoing one. A complete foil to Clover, he is very extroverted and loves making friends. Yellow is often associated with energetic stuff such as lightning and piss, so Honey Lemon gets to be piss-colored. Blush is the strong, silent type. His intense stare makes ladies pass out from either love or social anxiety. I have nothing much to say about him because the strong, silent types are usually the most boring ones. I guess, let's see, what's another stereotype? He may seem tough, but he's actually a big softy inside. He has a cat named Jimble Sack. Lastly, Mauve is the flirtatious, flamboyant type, because corporations nowadays have to appeal to the gays, am I right, folks? He's into drag, and he's into fashion, and he's considered the best dancer by fans. Oh my god. I'm having way too much fun with this. Alright, this is when we officially move interests as my brain shifted to another topic halfway through the month after I worked in Mascotverse for 3 straight months because, kinda ran out of Ritalin prescription because of the pandemic. Whoops, all ADHD. Anyway, so this is in regards to a world my friend that I am romantically involved with, wink wink, made Boconic about scientists, death, children and adults dying. Death, it's just a cyberpunk world with death. This is a scientist who's inspired off of Frankenstein's monster to some extent, except it's like his Frankenstein's monster's wife. I think that's a thing. Her name is Blackthorn, and she hears and sees dead people. There's a pretty easy dress code she has to follow, which is lab coat and black anything underneath paired with a tie. And I decided that she had to have a black dress underneath because it just gives her the right vibes, you know? Hopefully she looks undead enough. This one is inspired off of fungus gnat larvae that are also bioluminescent. The ones you find in that one specific cave, and it's all blue and shit and pretty glowy. That's it, that's the one. Glowworms, basically. I really wanted to have fun with the fact that she was a worm, so I made her hair worm-like, since I found that while worms usually aren't a thing that one thinks of when thinking of the world elegant, I disagree. I think that if used correctly on a design, their pattern can be interesting, and it can come off as elegant. I also took the advantage of the fact that the glowworms sort of look like beads, and put all sorts of jewelry reflecting that illusion. Chanterelle is basically an old tribal leader of an alien species that burrows underground to collect resources for her world. They're peaceful and aren't interested in humanity's affairs, but find that the underground is great for materials. One day, though, some fucking idiot falls into the chasm they live in, and it turns out that he's, like, evil or some shit. I don't know, whatever. At least he's hot.
I do not vibe with this universe. What the fuck?
This one is Zirel. To be honest, I really did not like the way I executed her design. I would explain it, but is there really a point to explaining a failure? Considering all the bad movie reviews, I'd have to argue yes, but no. So I'll tell you about her concept instead. She can create monsters through memories. These monsters are the reflections of said memories. This right here is not her real body, but a monster that acts as her body. It's based off the memories of her mother who nurtured her through a time of war. Hence why it's one of her strongest monsters, because it's one of her strongest memories. I've always liked the concept of headless characters, however, the only headless characters I've seen are always edgy, I guess. I wanted to make a pothead. Shit, wait, no, not like that. I wanted to make a character whose neck acts like a pot with a little flower on top. They emote through that flower, it basically wilts or perks up depending on how they're feeling. They're also quite caring and soft and love plants. And I thought that the arms would have been a good addition. It shows something much darker, as if, they lost their arms. Anyway, it's like a tiny soft headless iron golem, but even cuter. Also, I'm gonna throw Dream SMP hate again in this video. I hate them for rigging the votes. It's a huge ass move. Unsubscribe if you want. I know I'm right. Okay, so imagine Gajeel from Fairy Tail, Sanime from Demon Slayer, and fucking Jasper from Steven Universe did a fusion dance and became one singular angsty man, and you have either. This dude's entire thing is that he has a pretty sad backstory, and I wanted to make him look like he has been through some shit, but also preserve how anime he is. You know anime and its incapability to make important characters not conventionally attractive in spite of them literally being thrown into a volcano or battered to death. But I mean, I'm not really complaining, to be quite honest with you. Anyway, this man's entire thing is his power absorption. He's usually surrounded in some sort of white aura. However, said white aura can turn into different colors depending on the power he absorbs. His hair is included since the dude can pull Super Saiyan effects with it when he releases the power. Honestly, not so happy with this one, but I don't care. I'm getting so tired. This is Hydro. He's a detective that does shit and he's tired. It's the age-old trope that I love so much. And so does Lisa TC, my beloved.
You so fucking precious when you smile.
To explain the strange choice in hair color, I must specify that they're actually the sibling of a character owned by that one friend I mentioned earlier, wink wink, who has blue hair. And the second reason is that, well, hydrogen is commonly associated with the color blue, I suppose, but also to some extent, red. So I played around with that concept. Of course, you have blue hair and pronouns. I also played around with the fact that his coat is actually velvet. Side note, velvet is incredibly uncomfortable if you're also wearing it on the inside of your clothes. Jesus, it feels terrible. But other than being uncomfortable, velvet also has an interesting way of reflecting light, and I wanted to shove that in when it comes to shading their jacket. I think it looks neat. This day, I wanted to play around with the monster concept. I've always liked the trope of perfect monsters, or horror villains. Ones that are so incredibly perfect that it becomes uncanny and inhumane. I wish there were more kinds of those monsters. This is sort of my attempt at making one, although I feel as if it isn't scary at all and just rather beautiful. Or maybe I have gotten so numb to horror and spooky things as a whole that I can't tell what's supposed to be scary anymore. Not to brag, but I mean, I hang my leg off my bed without the fear of the boogeyman catching me, so I think that's quite a feat of bravery if I do say so myself. The concept of this character is quite simple. It entices the prey into happy illusions from its mirror. Then afterward, it pulls the prey into the mirror and feasts. Would I have been lying if I said the One-Eyed Kings were the last you'll be seeing of Mascotverse if this character is connected to the world to some degree, considering she's the creator of that world, the goddess? To be fair, she doesn't play a big role in the story and has one of her own that's completely separate to Mascotverse. So if I make a calculation, I'd have to say no. Because I, Vernie Green, am never wrong. Oh my god. Anyway, this is Cyphren, and holy shit did I have so much fucking trouble with her design. I wanted to make a prismatic character, but I am so bad at balancing out rainbow colors that it took me half an hour just to get her colors to a decent, not even satisfying degree. I just YOLO'd it in the end. Hopefully the result is favorable, but I'm kinda having doubts about that. Or maybe I'm just biased against myself as usual. Okay. Here's the twist of this video. This video was actually supposed to be a Halloween special. Yep, that's the shocking twist. I know, stake me, roast me, oh god! No, I wanted to make another design for an existing character, and, well, what other character is special enough to do this on such a special occasion than me? I did not like the design at all. Originally, I had a cuter pumpkin one planned, but I was in a rush to post this on my Instagram, since I was getting jealous that others were having their Halloween special drawings. There's not much to say other than I just don't like how it looks. The colors clash with one another, and it's overall not executed very well. But it's the last of the drawings, and I know that I can do better next year, so in the end, what fucking ever. Okay, that's all for now. As per usual, I'm going to be posting these on Twitter, so I hope you're ready for that. There's links down below to necessary shit, to sit shit, and information, and I'm slowly become less verbose, so we're ending it now. I'm just a guy with a drawing tablet, and this was... What the fuck? God. They're here!